Welcome, welcome. Well, here's a sorb. This is the Falchion from the hit series Fire Emblem. Decided I'm not going to try and say it right, so deal with it. Regardless, this model was printed at a 0.01 layer height, came from Thingiverse, created by, or at least modeled by, AmyCantFlyNow. And I hope whatever reason she can't fly is something simple and she'll get better. Positive thinking! After going through and filling in the layer lines with my special blend of white powder and some paint, it smells so good. It's just some clear varnish and some baking soda. We're left with a sorb that is very straight. I mean, perfectly straight as an arrow. As long as you close both eyes. With all that straightened out, let's get to actually going through and laying down some paint. So this sword is mostly gold and silver, with the handle being some browns and junk. Which means I want to do some metallics. Now metallics do their best work over black. Plus it also just smooths out any irregularities and, I don't know, it gets rid of that orange color. Which, this model's great because all those little grooves going up the sword blade, God, I had to sand each and everything inch by inch. After the relatively quick blackening, we have a nice, smooth, stable surface that we can go through and make it whatever we want. Silvering. This is Vallejo silver. It tends to be one of my favorites in terms of laying down a silver coat. The rest of their metallics are, they're alright, but the silver specifically, quite nice. After a small detour to kind of leather up the hilt, using some just generic brown, I think a light brown kind of mixed in to give it a little bit more of a spotchy color, we can move on to the main event, the goldening. The first step on our journey to gold is some limeline. This is automotive tape, so I've already started on one side, but basically we're going to go through and all the little channels, we're going to use that as our guide and mask that off. It's slow, it's tedious, it's boring, but it's got to be done for that nice crisp line. And then using some Tamiya tape to mask off the rest of the silver, we end up with this. Do that, repeat it on the other side, and we are ready to gold. And remember what I said about black being the preferred color for metallics? Yeah, here I'm spraying it directly over the silver. And while you can gently make out a gold faint tinge, it really doesn't look pretty. So this is actually going to have to be scrapped and redone. I just was stupid. One return to black later, and we can start back on the gold. And while I'm speeding this up, you can definitely see much more clearer that, hey, it's gold now. It's not this light silvery gold thing. And just look at that shine. You ain't never seen a sorb this shiny. Don't forget to repeat the process for both sides as well as the pommel. A little clear for good measure, and we can start peeling off the tape. This is always such a magical moment for me, so I'm going to shut up now and let the rest of it play. Oh yeah, look at that. That is a mighty fine sorb if I've ever seen one. She do need a little bit of touch up, but I mean you cannot even I don't even words. But we're not done here. No, I'm gonna skip the touch-up sequence, but we still got a little bit of color. That silver's too bright, too shiny, too uniform for a steel sword. At least I think it's steel. I've already started here, but we are going to go and add a darker silver over top of this. In this case, it's a gun steel, black metallic, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, some neutral gray, some water, I think I also added a little bit of clear just to keep it more of a glaze. And then from there, it's just a random, chaotic, cloudy-ish pattern. I was not thinking, it was just... The main goal here is, one, to not get it on the gold, but also to give it texture. We don't want this thing to be just a solid, straight color. I mean, steel is not perfect. It should have some variation, especially if it's used, and we're going to replicate that. And here you can see what I mean. This side I've gone through and added, still needs more, but a good healthy dose of that darker silver all over it. It's got variation, it's got texture, it looks more real. And if we flip it to the other side, we get nothing. It's almost flat, white, boring. You know, the other side is so much more interesting than that flat side. And after a little bit more of here's some dark here, here's some more there, keep going, and a layer of clear, what can I say? I like my clears. We got this beautiful sword. That's it. And so while I've never played a Fire Emblem game in my life, seriously, haven't. Does Golden Sun count? Wait, no, I didn't really play that much, so I don't think that even counts. I do have a beautiful sword that I can put on my mantelpiece. And that's kind of cool. Anyway, if you like what you see, please give it a like, and as well as if you want to see more, please subscribe to the channel. If there's any questions, comments, concerns, want to tell me who the best girl is, please drop a comment down below. Otherwise, I will see you in the next one. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And it's pronounced Falchion.